How's it going, everyone? Out here in beautiful Nampa, Idaho on the Transalp. A little chilly out, 30 something degrees. It's definitely getting cold. Figure we might as well take a ride around Lake Lowell. It's a pretty good motorcycle road. Definitely pretty fun, pretty nice, scenic. So, why don't you guys come along with me? Well, out on the Transalp, like I said, definitely a little chilly out today. I think it's 38 degrees right now. Pretty nice out. A little overcast. Hopefully I got the right lens on my camera so it's not too dark. Never know till I start editing it, but let's take a little ride. Definitely get limited by my weather this time of year when I can ride. It's been raining and cold bad enough, but cold and wet is a whole different thing. Well, close up the visor a little bit. Got to keep alternating between open and closed because I'm fogging up pretty bad. Like I said, it's happened since it's cold. I definitely need to get a pin lock visor at some point in my life, but I'm gonna have to keep it a little cracked so I can see. Biggest problem is with the chin mount, which I do love. It's pretty solid, but the GoPro blocks my chin vent, so get a little less airflow. Something you don't think about until, you know, fall and winter starts encroaching again. Definitely a nice time of year to take this ride if you can handle the cold. Depending on where you're from, this is either way too cold for you or not even cold, I guess, right? Depends on how hardcore you are. Me, I'm layered up. I got thermals, long sleeve, hoodie, and my riding jacket. I'm still a little chilly, but my riding jacket's not a winter jacket. My gloves are summer gloves, so it is what it is. Not going to push it too hard. Tire's pretty cold. Like I said, this is a good road though. You can see a lot of bikes on it usually. It'd be nice to be able to live over here. In case you're wondering, I do not. Not until that big YouTube money starts coming in. You know, in like 7,000 years. Combination of the little bit of wet that's down with this cold temperature has definitely got to be a little careful. Also, there's some spots with some good amount of leaves. Ah, nice day though. Even cold, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like I said, it'd be pretty nice to live over here. That's why I'm so torn with wanting to leave Idaho. Mainly just because the price. I want to move somewhere a bit cheaper. Definitely, for what I want land, I definitely need quite a bit more money than I make. I mean, I do okay, but land's become a premium out here. Oh, the turnout's pretty full. I think there's some hunting going on, or maybe, I don't know if it's not too familiar with the hunting regulation. I've been hearing it sound like a lot of shotguns. I'm assuming it's some waterfowl, maybe. I don't know the seasons or any of that. I'm not opposed to hunting at all. I don't have time for more hobbies. It's pretty nice out that way. A little dark though. Be all snow covered shortly. Would be nice to get a little longer riding season, I guess. Or just some better gear, I guess, also. And I'm not opposed to getting a little cold, but snow and ice is where I draw the line. Alright, well, I can do a little acceleration right here, I think. We just go a little past this house, so I'm not the worst jerk in the world. No, sounds horrible, right? But gotta get a little speed anyway. My visor starts fogging up so much. Cold or not, it's a nice day for a ride. Just going down to about 40 though, starts getting fogged up instantly. Sorry about the noise, but I gotta kind of crack my visor just a bit. Definitely need to upgrade some gear, but you know, money is limited, so right now I'm trying to pay off some bills, you know, work some overtime and work some overtime for a while, trying to throw in some Saturday work on top of it. So I guess that's overtime on top of overtime, but you know, when you get the opportunity to make money, you got to make money. You just need to start paying off some of my bad decisions. You know, it's kind of funny. When I used to drink a lot, I used to blame everything on drinking. Like, oh, I did that, you know, I drink too much, that's why I thought of doing that. I made this decision because I was drinking. And when I got sober, I was like, oh, all my decisions will be great. Well, come to find out, it wasn't just alcohol. I'm also just very irresponsible. So maybe that's why I was drinking so much. But I make bad decisions sober. What do you know? I just, you know, I more thought through bad decisions now, I guess I should say. Not that they ever like monstrous decisions, just, you know, a little impulsive. Still impulsive. That's alright. What are you gonna do? At least I'm sober when I do it now. Oh, yeah, the lake looks nice. Slow down a little. I gotta love Idaho. I mean, unless you want to move here, then no, it's horrible. It's definitely the worst place ever. What's it matter? I can't afford land here anyway. Yeah, come here. It's great. It's always funny when you go on some real cold rides and you're, you know, because obviously you got to be able to see, so you got to crack your visor and your hands get a little numb depending on if you have heated grips, which I do not, or summer gloves, so they can kind of get a bit numb on you. But you know, as far as discomfort, it's just discomfort, right? Huh, look at that. Well-behaved dog. Usually get a little worried when you see a dog when you're riding by them. Been chased a few times. But yeah, you don't think, you know, discomfort's just discomfort. You just put it out of your head, like always. Just like ride through it, whatever. But then you come up to your first stop after a while, like if you're doing a bunch of highway, and you realize you gotta move again, your hands don't work, you can't feel anything. You're like, oh, yeah, that's an actual problem. But, nah, it's the joys of riding a motorcycle. But we all can't live in the South, right? Alright, let's take a little ride back down by the lake. Go through the little twisty area. So I don't want to push too much. I know these tires are super cold. But, might as well still have a little fun. Definitely cold. A little sore too. Working Saturday, instead of my usual pointing fingers around and directing people, I actually had to do work. Oh. I don't know who put these in here, but it's always fun to do some little swerves. I know you could just ride straight, but I had no fun. Because obviously you could just ride right down the middle and miss him, but what fun would that be? You could really go outside of them. Oop, ran over that one. It's been a while since I did my offset cone weave. And I definitely never done it on this bike. I don't want to disturb those people with dogs. Maybe we'll turn in here. That lake looks nice. All dark out. Looks all cool. I know there's definitely a lot of places, especially that Californian stuff, that when fall starts coming in, you really can't tell the difference. But Idaho is not one of those places. When fall comes in, it becomes obvious that fall is coming in. Alright guys, thanks for coming along with me on this ride, you know. So yeah, it's just a really nice time out. I know my rides are a little limited this time of year, especially trying to get some ADV rides in with the family stuff, because no one wants to go riding when it's cold, and it's a whole event to Oh, that don't look good. Whole event to load up all the bikes and get out there and ride when nobody wants to because they're cold, so probably limited to me doing this kind of stuff mostly. But, you know, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you guys are too. Maybe the old man in me starting to appreciate scenic rides a little more than just, you know, trying to be hardcore. Like I said, scenic wise, this is definitely my favorite time of year. Brings its own challenges and the cold and all that stuff, but what are you gonna do? Well, anyways, I think that about wraps up this video. So like always, if you wouldn't mind liking, comment, you know, any comments you want, positive or negative. I don't care if you want to tell me I'm an idiot, that's fine, it's probably true. You know, share the video if you would, you know, try to get my channel out there a bit more so it can grow. And obviously, if you're not subscribed yet, I definitely appreciate you to subscribe. I mean, there can be a bunch of varied types of content. I mean, all motorcycle related. Haven't really done anything besides that. Don't plan on it. I have another channel that I haven't really posted on too much. That might be something different when I get like a property and do a little homestead thing, but that's a whole different thing. So anyways, until next time guys, ride safe.